Yo, what up? I'm back. You know what I'm saying? I know you was bugging off the last broadcast because I was all into it. Then I wandered off into a different conversation. I do not play no information being introduced, even if I'm introducing it. I got a bullet wound. I'm not even going to go into detail. I got a bullet wound from when I was younger in Virginia, and a bullet wound here, right here, right? And, the person be following what I'm saying. And, you know what I'm saying? I don't want the person follow me. You know what I mean? I'll be, you know what I mean? I'm gonna have to bang with the person or anything. You know what I mean? Because the person's intention is somewhere else. You know what I mean? So listen, as we bang about this, you know what I mean? I've instructed mental health officials like, listen, this person is wandering around, never been sentenced or nothing for attempted murder on my life, and never been addressed, right? So I told mental health officials this. And when I told them that, I said, listen, it's creating extremes like before me, like the person's creating extremes, like putting blocks of information in front of me, mathematically. So I'm like, you know what I mean? I don't agree with this person walking around and never been sentenced or nothing. Not that I'm trying to get him locked up, but it's either me or him, you know what I mean, at some point, because I'm getting hit by cars. My son getting burned. Things are happening and the person's still walking around. That just sound crazy. So listen, anyway, back to what I was saying. When I ended my broadcast the last time, notice it ended at 8:04, Germex. You know what I mean? When I do my next album, Germex. Use your Germex, you know what I'm saying? Germex is a killer. You know what I mean? 99.99% of the time, it kills germs. Now check it. I'm not chasing them around, but when I transfer this Germex, it's no less consistent than me ending that broadcast at 8:04 exactly. And you see how butter it was. The broadcast was butter. Everybody was like, oh, that was crazy. He dissed Lauryn Hill. You know what I mean? I didn't diss Lauryn Hill, but see how it came back? See how it's back in front of me? I'm not going to end my broadcast, but I'm not playing with, you know what I'm saying, talking and that bullet lodged in my chest and the bullet lodged in my shoulder. And you know what I'm saying? It's that close. Like the person just could be listening to what I'm saying and whatever how stupid the person think, is before me. You know what I'm saying? You can see what I'm saying. I'm not just making this up. And I'm not tolerating nobody being an informant follow me either. Got informants follow me with the same extremes present, and it's just crazy. Like I never even seen an informant before. I never even, I went through the shootout with the person in Virginia, but I never seen the informant before. I seen the informant is trying to, be an informant and be around me. You know what I'm saying? If you don't hang with informants, getting shot up and all that, you know what I mean? Informant. Get you shot up. You know what I mean? Informant, things are happening around informant. Cases, people going to jail for, corrupt cases. Like the informant caught a case. This is how I'm going to sound it off. The informant caught a case and pointing at everybody else, told the police it was everybody else that was guilty. It wasn't the informant that was guilty. Everybody else was guilty. The person didn't do their time. Probation type, parole type time. Like I did my time when they grabbed me like that. You know what I mean? I was like, you know what I mean? Time. I got to do my time. You know what I mean? I did my time. I peeled it and all that, but the peel wasn't. If you're going 55 miles per hour in an IROC on the George Washington Bridge, George Washington was a president. A George Washington Bridge headed south to Virginia. That's what they said. I was headed to Virginia. I ain't say where I was going. But you know what I mean? When I got the trial, it was like, where you was going? I was like, I'm from New York. I went shopping. I was going shopping and all that. So they was like, we don't believe you. You know what I mean? And gave me time. So listen, when I did that, I went to trial and everything. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's contraband in the car. Listen, $1.50. You know what I mean? I did not go to court, on bail. I bailed myself out. go to court on bail talking about they did it. Yo, Harlem would have been bugging, like, you know what I mean? The whole district would have been like, Brooklyn, they telling, yo, we scream on each other behind. It's just simple stuff like that. You're not gonna be no informant around me, and you're gonna clown me off the district. The district don't have no informants walking around. $50 do his joint butter. He ain't got no informants around him, like influencing what he gonna say. His trips to DC is crazy. Now back to the subject. You see how they manipulate what I'm saying, right? But I'm gonna stay on focus of what I'm saying. But along the way, if you see something introduced that I usually wouldn't say, I'm gonna say it. You know what I mean? You can see outside influence consistent with being a shooter, watching what I'm saying, and me not. I'm gonna use my Germex because my Germex is a killer. My Germex is a killer. If the person's intention is to kill me or something, my Germex is a killer. It'll kill germs. Put on my Germex for my album, for my trip to DC. Put on my Germex. Germex is a killer. I told the person stop following me, right? Everybody can hear me. When the person get banged up, you know what I mean? Know what I said. You know what I mean? I'm not playing with nobody trying to kill me. You see my content, crazy. You know what I mean? From the district. Now listen. When I went to DC, you know what I mean? I had my gavel plaque with me. You know what I mean? Not the gavel plaque that I have with me now. I don't have the gavel plaque with me now. I got it in stashed away. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? 804. You know what I mean? All day, every day. Don't tell nobody. You know what I mean? I got a gavel plaque in here. I'm holding it down for the district. You know what I mean? 804, right? The end of the broadcast. You donate it. I told you to click in the link in the description. Donate $1 if you don't have it. Make sure you close the door. Nobody else there. 804 all day, every day. You think I'm playing. Now listen, I be telling my fans, my listeners, my audience to do things a certain way, and they don't do it, and they be exposed to informants and shooters, you know what I mean? I be like, yo, listen, why you walking around me with that door open? You seen how I did my channel? I was like, yo, I don't want my audience no more. I don't want my audience no more. You bugging with that, not responding to what I'm saying. Now, when you see my consistency show up 804, that's too crazy not to, I could use the money. I gotta repair my studio. I just got a gavel plaque made. I'm doing some camera things to enhance the lighting and everything. I'm doing things. I'm putting my information that you can see what I'm doing. And I need a channel card. So, you know what I mean? Make sure the donations butter. You know what I mean? I'm not going to even joke or nothing. Make sure my donations butter. The channel card costs $900. $900, no lie. Channel card. But when you see me go through the Luxor and all of that, you're going to know it. You know what I mean? You part of that. You know what I mean? You on the same frequency. I'm not tolerating no shooter following me to the Luxor. You know what I mean? So you know how I'm doing it. It's going to be government affiliated, but I'm not tolerating no informants, no shooters, none of that. They're going to be trapped here because that's the way things are done. Now you see where the clock is at? You see where the clock is at right now? I'm going to take Germex at 215, Philadelphia, North Philadelphia area code. 215. I was at 804, the last broadcast. Now I'm at 215 right now. Now check it. When my conversation was transferring, you see, I transfer butter. I don't play around. Nah. They don't sound like me. Nah. I don't do that. You know what I mean? So now that I'm saying something real, you see me at 215, Philly. I called 911 when I was in Philly. When I was in Philly, some things hopped off. And they was like, yo, what you doing in there? Come out of there. And they was like outside, lurking outside. I jumped, I snatched the bars off the window inside the house I was living in. I snatched the bars off the window. And then I jumped out the window and ran down the alley. When I ran down the alley, it was a phone booth at the end of the alley. I got on the phone, was like, yo, somebody's at this address. You know what I mean? Can you come to this address? Hung up. Boom. Ran back ran back around the block to where the address was at, and the police was out there. So I didn't say nothing to the police. I was just like seeing who was out there. That, you know what I mean? They was trying to see what I was doing inside the house. I wasn't doing that. Now I had just got out because they had kicked the door and it said it was illegal activity going on in there. So, you know what I'm saying? I was going back to get my clothes and get ready for school. You know what I mean? I'm going to school. It's crazy. Yo, the district is crazy like that. That was Philly, though. That was Philly. I wasn't really doing that. And I was like just visiting and figuring out, you know what I mean, what district I was going to be in. Didn't take no deal or nothing. Just, you know, it got turbulent. The situation got turbulent. Yo, I'm going to click on the link in the description. This is crazy content. Crazy content. You can't just follow me with informants and not click on the link in the description and donate. It's crazy right now. I'm telling you. I'm not playing. Click on the link in the description and donate. Listen. So when I get out of Philly, you know what I'm saying, Philadelphia area code just went by, I'm going to change the subject. Because, you know what I'm saying, they still trying to informants, shooters, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I can't really talk like that because it's somebody in the crowd, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I heard him say that, you know what I mean? I'm not doing all that. I wasn't doing that. I was visiting, you know what I mean? They at me, you know what I mean? They at me. And the reason I was there was because of what was going on here. Like, they was all at me looking for tax. You know what I mean? They was near me looking for tax. So I was like, looking for tax, like $1.50. What tax? Oh, got no tech, you know what I mean? So listen, brand new tech with the enhancements, you know what I mean? Yo, but listen, my trip to DC was so crazy. When you see me change the subject like that, don't ignore what I said. I got a bullet in my chest and I got a bullet in my shoulder, and the shooter followed me, and he trying to bang, but he can't. Because when he did what he did, you know what I mean, I had to jump on him, but I just wasn't, you know what I mean, as intentionally trying to shoot his heart out and all that. I wasn't at him the way he was at me. So, you know what I mean, he caught me, but you know what I mean, he caught me right here, boom, right in the chest, boom. Yo, only to my fan, my audience, you know that. Only my audience. Yo, go donate. Click on the link in the description, donate. Only to my audience do I show them my bullet wounds. I don't show my audience my bullet wounds. I got another bullet wound right here. You can't see it as well as that one, but it's another bullet wound right here in my right shoulder. Yo, to my audience, to my fans, you know what I mean? Not to no crazy people following me trying to get it off, trying to catch a case. You see how the Philly case showed up? I ain't got no Philly case. I ain't do nothing. Visiting. Informant sitting there like, you know what I mean? I almost had him. You know, that's more than I knew yesterday. You know what I mean? I'm building a case on them. Informants. Real informants. No lie. No real informants. Yo, listen. So check it. The trip to DC. Now, mind you, I'm seeking funding because my gavel plaque got GoDaddy and all that on it, right? But I don't know GoDaddy doing something behind my back. I don't know GoDaddy not 100%. When I put Luxor Hotel on my gavel plaque, I don't get nothing back from Luxor Hotel talking about I'm testifying. I don't like he put Luxor Hotel on his gavel plaque. I don't get none of that from Luxor Hotel. When I had GoDaddy on the plaque, it was like some guy was shaking his hips on a video and, you know what I mean, on top of the car doing the jiggle. And I was like, yo, what's GoDaddy doing? I got an account with GoDaddy. I got out of there. You know what I mean? I got out of there. I didn't even turn back. I didn't even look back. You know what I mean? Domain names and all that, I put that for sale. I don't know if somebody gonna buy it or not. I got out of there. You know what I mean? As soon as it looked too crazy for my preference, I just got out of there. You know, I'm not pointing at GoDaddy. I don't like GoDaddy. You know, I just don't like all that. You know what I mean? I got a gavel plaque with a gavel on it. You know what I mean? A judge's gavel, and oak finish with with the gold face plate, and that's how you come out the gate. No, you can't come out the gate like that. See, you would have showed up with a royal robe on, talking about, you know what I mean? Hear you. That would have been real. That's how the gavel plaque appears. You don't come out with no crazy gigolo dancing on top of a car and jumping off the car. Yo, stop the madness. So anyway, the trip to DC was crazy, right? This is live. This is all live. Click on the link in the description. You're still going to be able to hear me when you click on the link. When you click on the link in the description, I'm still going to be talking. You still could donate and be listening to what I'm saying. You can see me. I'm still doing me, you know what I mean? Yo, when you see me do 804, click on the link in the description, donate. You know what I mean? Not no dollar. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get a 900G channel card. I'm not playing. Listen, I'm saying donate. When I'm saying donate, I'm trying to get a 900G. My audience crazy. I got an audience that's not letting me see that my audience, right? And it plays out in reverse. Like, I can't see that they in the room right now. I can't see that they're on my live broadcast right now. But they listening to my live broadcast somewhere else without their address showing up, without their social security number. You know what I mean? I got my social security number, everything with informants, shooters follow me. Yo, let me get my Germex again. I can't even think what they trying to pull off. You know what I mean? I got my Germex and everything transferred. Yo, the Germex is a killer. You know what I mean? The Germex is a killer. I'm not tolerating nothing that don't agree with me to the point of life and death. You know what? You're not coming around me with no COVID-19. The Germex is a killer. I'm coming out with flurry. Boom. Boom. Dropping joints. You know what I mean? Just off of Germex. Yo, the link in the description not even set up. Check it. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to just come off on this Washington, D.C. story and keep getting bounced around, you know what I mean, with my bullet wounds. And you know what I mean? I'm dropping them. Boom, 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 boom. Dropping them, you know what I mean? And they feeling it, you know what I'm saying? So it's 2:23. It's going to be 2:34 in a minute. When it reaches 2:34, if I'm still making this broadcast, which I will be, I'm not just going to cut you off like that, because I'm going to finish my story, you know what I mean, to Washington, D.C. I keep getting bounced around. My bullet wounds, let the shooter follow me, you know what I mean? Get the shooter out of here. Stop the shooter from following my broadcast, and I can't even tell they're in the room. They got everybody, participating and not being seen, and got me all on display with a shooter and informant following me around. That's not cool for the district. The district know what I'm saying. We deal with extremes like these, you know what I mean? Shooters and informants, you know what's going to happen, you know what I mean? Yo, I didn't even use the big bottle. Germex I got the big bottle. I didn't even use the big bottle. I could have read up and everything, you know what I mean? The tech, they don't know where the tech is at. They don't know where the other joint is at. It's mad joints playing. It's mad joints playing. When you hear me talking about going to DC and I keep getting redirected while I'm talking, know that it's a shooter and it's an informant right here. And I'm not just playing around. Go to the link in the description. Donate. Don't hate. Donate. You know what I mean? This person, check it. When my son was born, right? I'm in the living room on June 11, 1989. Yo, check it. Not calling out his birthday like that, but the same birthday, June 11, 1989, is when my son's brother was born. It was his birthday. Me and him was together, June 11, 1989. Exactly on that day that my son was born, it was my son's uncle's birthday. So check it. He's dead right now. He's dead. He's not alive. You know what I'm saying? My son is alive. My son is alive. They grabbed him one time, said he committed a crime, and when they said he committed a crime, they keep doing the same thing, like saying I'm committing a crime, saying he committed a crime. like they grabbing us, you know what I mean? And you know, when they grabbing us like that, you know, usually I'd be driving a Land Rover vehicle, a Range Rover, whatever, you know what I mean? A Land Rover vehicle, go to Virginia Credit Union. Remember, 804, click on the link in the description, go to Virginia Credit Union, make a Land Rover purchase. What I do is, I'm going to go through some stories so you can understand my trip to D.C. When I'm in Virginia, I'm in Land Rover. You know what I mean? I'm working at West Vaco. West Vaco normally, Philip Morris, West Vaco. Now, mind you, you know what I mean? They grabbed me on the turnpike, New George Washington Bridge. They grabbed me. I got out 5 years later, and later became a worker, an employee for West Vaco, pursuing you know, because I didn't do nothing wrong, right? I didn't do nothing wrong. When I testified, I was like, you know what I mean? I was going shopping. You know what I mean? They cross-examined my testimony. Well, if you was going shopping, well, what about this? What about that? They cross-examined me. Nothing came out of it. Guilty. You guilty. You know what I mean? So check it. When I got back out, I was a law-abiding citizen like I was before I got out. I was working at Holland Springs High School before I got out. So, you know what I mean? I was a law-abiding citizen. They said I was guilty and took me away from being an employee at Holland Springs High School. They took me out of that because they felt like being an employee at Holland Springs High School wasn't law-abiding. You was guilty. You know, we don't believe you. So my son was born and all that by the time I got found guilty. And, you know, I went through a chain of events of, you know, paying my dues in society and, you know, becoming a welder by trade, and you know what I mean, and taking on building chessboards manually, sending them through the United States Postal Service, and having a digital chessboard manually carrying it home to 804. Like I told you, click on the link in the description. My story is butter. You know what I mean? When I use Germex, I got the little bottle and I got the big bottle. Yo, it's crazy right now. When I got informants and shooters following me, don't think I'm playing with no Germex. I'm killing germs. No way you at me, because I'm gonna kill germs, guaranteed, with this Germex. 99.99% of the time, Germex, you better believe it's gonna be some butter kills. So listen, I go to Land Rover. I say, how much is this vehicle? Not a Land Rover vehicle, but a Land Rover vehicle in the sense that Land Rover's selling it. Not a Range Rover when I got out of jail, not a Range Rover. I'm not even going to say what vehicle it was. I'm going to just say a Land Rover vehicle, because they were selling the vehicle, a used vehicle. Costed like $30,000. How much you want for this vehicle? $30,000? $27,999, something like that, right? And I went on a test drive. Me and my peoples, you know what I mean? Me and my peoples went on a test drive. So it was like, boom. You know what I mean? I like this vehicle. I'm at West Vaco, OSHA. You know what I mean? I'm coming through the district. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you know what I mean? Dolla50 is not committing no crimes. I'm the whole time I'm not committing no crimes. I stuck to my story the whole time. They accused me of crime. I was working at high school, served my time, got out. Still was, working. Like I said, went to Land Rover. They was like, oh, he ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean? Every time they saw me, I wasn't doing nothing. So listen, check it. After I went to Land Rover, I was like, all right, that's how much you want for it? Let me get a buyer's order. I'm going to take it to my creditor. I took it to my creditor, which was Virginia Credit Union at the time. Virginia Credit Union. I had other credit unions I had other creditors like Bank of America and things like that. You know, I'll go in further into detail with that too. I had other creditors, but you know, Land Rover did the buyer's order, did the paperwork. I took the paperwork to my creditor. Next day, Virginia Credit Union cut me a check. Boom, cut me a check for the amount on the buyer's order. Yo, go to the link in the description. Donate. This is real butter information. You don't want to lose sight of what I'm about to tell you. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, butter information. You can walk the same path and know you don't look no less, knowing that they did me wrong. You know what I mean? Knowing that it's a butter, extreme. Like, if he went to Land Rover, a reputable company, if he went to a reputable company like Land Rover, got a buyer's order, then took it to Virginia Credit Union subsequently, if that's what he did, then that's what he did, right? He returned with a cashier's check for the full amount, $30,000 cash. Now, it was so butter, the salesperson was like, I need 5,000 more. I was like, you need 5,000 more? I ain't got it like that. No, I can't do it like that. 5,000? Nah. You told me, you gave me a price and you put it on paper and I took it to the creditor. Nah, you're not. Hold up. It's 2:32. It's going to be 2:34 in a minute. You know what I mean? Listen how butter the conversation is. Don't hate, donate. You know what I mean? Yo, my story is mad butter all the time. Listen, I'm from the district. You know what I mean? From the building. You know what I mean? Hold it down. You're going to see Amtrak mad times. Listen, I got a way out of here and everything. I'm 804, but when it's time to Amtrak and I join, you better believe I'm 2 G's past half. I'm 52 past half a cent. I'm 2 years past half a century. Better believe, you know what I mean? They on me, you know what I mean? They on me like 2 G's, 2 years past half a century right now. So when I say I got a way out of here at 233, you know what I mean? Better believe, you know what I mean? $50, you better believe, right? Listen. So I take the cashier's check to Land Rover and he tell me 5 more G's. 5 more G's. I ain't doing it like that. I'm in West Faco, you know what I mean? Boom. So let me speak to the manager. This is outrage. You know what I mean? Land Rover not, commit no petty crime to fraud by deception on me. You know what I mean? Let me speak to the manager. So the manager said, yeah, if that's what they agreed to on the buyer's order, then go ahead and let it go. You know what I mean? But take into account, they got me in a way because 30 G's, I could have got a discovery. You know what I mean? The salesperson didn't tell me, you know what I mean? Just go ahead and get the discovery, 30 G's. We'll just put you in the discovery. You know what I mean? Brand new. They didn't do it like that. They let me buy the used joint with the bars on it. It was butter though. It was butter. It wasn't it was worth the money. You know what I mean? If I would have got the discovery, it would have been like, it wouldn't have had the bars on it. It wouldn't have been butter the same way. It was butter, like top of the line. Whenever I was pushing, it was top of the line. 234, you know what I mean? 234, top of the line. You know what I mean? You see me? I'm doing it. I'm boxing motherfucking informants and motherfucking shooters. You know what I mean? At 234. Donate. Don't hate. Donate. Click on the link in the description. Yo, just go scroll down. It's gonna be a donate button. Hold it down for $50. Pushing the 900G joint in a minute. Whether I do it through Nancy Pelosi or, you know what I mean? Supply meets demand. You see my story. My story is butter. You know what I mean? So listen, he requests 500. He requests 5 G's at 234. He requests 5 G's. I'm gonna use my Germex real quick so I don't miss a turn. So it's 235 now, but you know what I mean? You see my intent. You see my intent. I got the Germex on. Not killing the Land Rover salesperson. Just, you know what I'm saying? You know, Germex is a killer. You know what I mean? So I didn't give him the 5 G's. I didn't get the Range Rover vehicle, but I got, you know what I mean? I made a purchase. They accepted the cashier's check and business was as usual. So me and Land Rover, we so precise with this. You know what I'm saying? When you see me do the Evoke joint with 30 G's on the skit on the readout, 30 G's, like I went to the store, I put an advertisement for the Range Rover Evoque with my hip hop style. You know what I mean? And everybody was like, yo, I put the promo on it. When you put the promo on it, it's like, you know, you pay for it. So it costs like $50. You know what I mean? I don't get no donations. No donation. Nobody don't help me, nothing. Now, this is like Social Security money. This is government generated. You know what I mean? So I take my $50. I could spend my money in the way I want to spend it. That's Social Security money. You know what I mean? I'm investing in me, because nobody's investing in me. No, I'm not signing no crooked record label. You know what I mean? That's not going to happen. Puffy, Jay-Z, or none of them. I'm not signing to them. They're not real. They're not real to me. You know what I mean? In my estimation, they're not real for 20 years straight. They're not going to be real the day of tomorrow. I don't care what they say. Listen. So I do the promo for the video, and the promo go to 30,000 views, 30,000 impressions, 12,000, 12.8, 12.9 thousand views in 30 minutes. 30 minutes, I'm not lying. 30 minutes, I can go to it right now. If I had it on screen, take a picture of it and show you. I could show it to you right now, actually, just so you know my story is that real. I'm not playing with nothing moving around in front of me with no shooters, nothing, and my story don't show up in the same place. I'm making sure everything is accessible to my audience. My audience is important right now because they have the option to, today, the 2nd of July. You got money on you right now. What's stopping you from donating other than you playing games with my mind or something? Like, you know what I mean? My story is butter. Nobody in no district got nobody in front of them telling them no story. This live. You know what I mean? I'm at Land Rover 234. Nobody doing it like that. You see my other story, 804, 215, Germex, boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Watch how I do this. You know what I mean? I'm doing it so crazy for my audience. I can't imagine my audience not showing up, butter, it's crazy. I'm going to show you this real quick so you'll see. I'm going to show you this real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. I should be able to put it on the screen, but if I can't put it on the screen, it's going to be at least on Twitter. I never did a live broadcast and put what I was doing on the screen the same way. But I got to be careful not to lose my audience with this crazy chemistry that's transferring. All right, I got my audience. I'm on the same page I was on. Because I was changing screens and all that. But let me see if I can. I'm trying to edit right now so I can put something on the screen that I'm not even gonna mess with because I'll lose my audience if I don't do it correctly. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I went to the same video with the same readings because they give you analytics of what your performance was in 30 minutes. Only 30 minutes, 30,000 impressions, 12.9 thousand views. You know what I mean? In 30 minutes. Like when I do the promo, it's so crazy. Like so many people have access to me that I usually wouldn't have access to just being, local in Virginia. You know what I mean? It's the United States, but it's like it's manually the United States. Like somebody got to really be looking to see who you are, and to find you on Twitter and stuff like that. Because they play too many games with the shooter and the informants, with the government aiming. The government got an informant and shooter aimed at me like, tell on them. What can you find? Tell on them. Blah, blah, blah. We want to hear all that. So, the informant, getting all fat and out of shape. And the shooter, is a hunter trying to shoot, aim for the heart. Yo, it's crazy. And every time I get to somewhere crazy like that, I put the 99.9% Germex right where the shooter looking for the heart and the informant looking for the testimony and all that. I'm telling you, the Germex is the killer. You know what I mean? The Germex is a killer. So back to the check. You know what I mean? With Land Rover, I pay the guy for the vehicle. I take my vehicle ultimately, and You know, I'm at West Vaco. You know what I mean? So I come to be $1.50 by America Online, and you know what I mean. I have America Online. All this is going to play out real because when that's transferring, the same account with Virginia Credit Union that I purchased the Land Rover vehicle is the same account that I had American Online with direct deposit. Direct deposit America Online. I had the Comp USA computer, Toshiba laptop 4015 CDS computer that I purchased from Comp USA. And all from Virginia Credit Union. You know, not knowing no Social Security, you know, working every day. So my situation is butter, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, if you see 804-215-234, click on the link in the description. It's the 2nd of July. You got money on you, you know what I mean? Stop playing, you know what I mean? Like, this is so crazy of a situation for me to have to put this much emphasis on donate, you know what I mean? I don't even know if the donation button work with a real audience. I know I got a subscriber. It's one subscriber right now, based on the informant and the shooter scaring everybody out of using their real name. They got the shooter and the informant sitting in front of my broadcast like they're gonna stop all the people from accessing what I'm saying. When you click on the link in the description, you at 804. You know you don't look less than 804 right now. You at 215. He called 911 at 215. You at 234. Range Rover, you know he met Virginia Credit Union 804. You know he had America Online 804. You know he had at Range Rover Virginia Credit Union West Vaco 804. You know he not no less than Holland Spring High School 804, right? You know that. Click on the link in the description. Donate. Don't be scared of the shooter and the informant. They ain't got nothing on me. Germex is a killer. You know what I mean? If they trying to murk me or something, I'm going to guarantee you they get murked. Now listen. Purchase the vehicle. You know what I mean? Purchase the vehicle. You know, with all the challenges and everything, I purchased the vehicle. So the vehicle was like 30 G's. You know, coming out the gate, 5 years, make a chessboard, get a welding trade, study at the law library, get my GED, doing things in a way that I'm in college before I'm just, some clown that don't know no different, you know what I mean? They're going to tell me I'm not at Holland Springs High School working every day. So I said, well, give me a GED, give me a welding certificate, give me carpentry school hours, give me law library experience, give me physical exercise options, and we'll just call it even. You know what I mean? $1.50, you know what I mean? $1.50, go to Land Rover and be like, you know what I mean? I'm at West Vaco, pass off. You know what I mean? I'm not doing nothing less than what I said I was doing the whole time. The whole time. Keep in mind, the whole time, all the way from New Jersey to George Washington Bridge, they ain't have no reason to pull a vehicle over at 55 miles per hour. Know that when you look at the broadcast, right in the corner, it said 55. Notice that. I don't play. Click on the link in the description. I don't play. You're never going to tell me that I'm speeding when I'm not speeding. You're never going to tell me I'm turning on a red light when it's not a red light, it's a yellow light. You're never going to do that. It's never going to be real. So I served my 5 years. You know what I mean? I didn't point out Harlem. Like, Harlem is before the George Washington Bridge, the President Bridge. Harlem. That's crazy. Like, why would I do that? Puffy and them niggas. I'm not screaming on Puffy and them niggas. Them niggas is cool with me. I'm from the district. You know what I mean? Them niggas is cool with me. I'm not screaming on nobody. You know what I mean? But don't play with me. I'm in a room, you know what I mean, surrounded by, vultures, you know what I'm saying? Check it. The reason I'm screaming a little bit, I'm in a room surrounded by vultures, right? The duffel bag, you know what I mean, on the bed. And I'm with this Hispanic cat. The Hispanic cat, yo, I'm talking in slang because the informant is like read my lips and shit. Fucking informant is supposed to be 99.99. Fuck around with this shit. So I'm in a room full of vultures, right? I got the duffel bag on the bed because I don't want to scare the clerk, you know what I'm saying? So the clerk is like, listen, I'm gonna put this over here, and you know what I mean? And this is how much you're gonna pay me, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, put this over here, but this is the wrong, place you put it. You put it over here. You don't put it right there. You put it over here. So I'm scaring the clerk a little bit, right? So the clerk is like, you know what I mean? I'm not scared of you, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little G joint with diamonds in my joint, you know what I mean? I'm not scared of you, you know what I mean? So I was like, yo, all right, you know what I mean? Few bills, got out of there, got the bag. I was like, yo, hold up, you know what I mean? It was like 5 people came out of the room and was near the duffel bag. I was like, yo, hold up, what you doing? Hold up, back up. So I got the duffel bag off the bed that was in the hallway. You know what I mean? Had like 5 people in the room, right? So it's like I'm surrounded. You know what I mean? But I got mad joints in the bag. You know what I mean? Mad joints. Like I'm ready to bang for real. You know what I mean? Nobody don't know what's real because I'm the only one in there. And the cat that was with me was outside and didn't know what was going on. But it was suspicious. You seen Scarface. Like that. It was like that. It was like the Scarface movie, but it wasn't the same chain of events. But if I wouldn't have been me, you know what I mean? I had to put it where it was supposed to be, and I got out of there. I passed off. You know what I mean? I passed off. Here you go. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Fair exchange. Not a robbery. Got out of there. So check it. As intimidating as it was, you know what I mean? As intimidating as it was like, the reason I'm bringing it up is because I served my time. I'm not screaming on Harlem, but Harlem crowd me a certain way. You know what I'm saying? But they know I'm from the district because the way I move. You know what I mean? If I wouldn't have held it down, they would have been laying on the floor. No doubt in my mind, they would have been laying on the floor. You see the Germex? This is the big Germex bottle. I never used this. I'm going to use it now. You know what I mean? Big Germex bottle. So you can understand what I'm saying right now. It's a killer. I'm not tolerating nobody from the district showing up with doing what they doing here with shooters and informants. I'm not tolerating. When you see me use the big bottle, I'm not playing the same way. You know what I mean? You at me, you better believe I'm at you. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not taking no silly deals. You got hooked up. You know what it is. I'm calling you out. And you showing up. You know what I mean? Just like it's time. Got my Germex. Germex mean tech. You know what I mean? They looking for the tech and they never found the tech. I'm calling it like I said. I'm only doing my audience. I'm not doing FBI and CIA and all that. I'm not doing all that. I'm just doing my audience. Got my Germex. They looking for the tech. I'm in Philly. You seen 215. You seen 234 Land Rover. You see me. You don't see you though. You see you trying to set me up and all that. It's not gonna play out real because my joint butter. You know what I mean? Every joint in the bag is my joint. You know what I mean? I'm just shorty with the diamonds in the joint. That's all. Shorty with the gold and the diamonds in the joint. Back up, Harlem. You see me telling my story. It's butter. Straight G joint. All right, back up. So listen. Back to what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? No testimonies, no cross-examining, no false testimonies. I'm on the George Washington Bridge at 55 miles per hour. That's what it is. You know what I mean? Check the icon on the YouTube channel. Click on the link in the description before you keep, gobbling up what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Click on the link in the description. Today is the 2nd of July. You got your Social Security checks and all that. You got regular money and all that. You got paid. Today is Friday. Make sure you donate. Don't hate. Because I'm going to push that 900G joint. And you know what I mean? I'm not going to call that out. You know what I mean? Now they want to know what that is. You know what I mean? Like, listen, my bullet wounds, this is what it is. Boom. Germex. Boom. I didn't even close the big bottle. Because better believe I'm coming back at this joint that grabbed me in the district. Don't grab me in the district. I know when you grab me, I have. You know what I mean? Don't grab me like that. So check it. You know what I mean? On my trip to DC. I'm still going to DC with all these distractions based on this bullet wound that I keep showing you. You know what I mean? It's one here and one here, but they're going for the heart the whole time. So they don't give them attempted murder or, you know what I mean, conspiracy to commit murder because the people in the neighborhood was involved and all that. They just give them probation. So listen, I passed the check off. The Virginia Credit Union passed the check off, and I take the check to Land Rover, make the Land Rover purchase. Didn't say what the vehicle was because you don't need to know all that. I never lost my rights to have my vehicle. So where is my vehicle? Germex, you know what I'm saying? If I'm supposed to have my vehicle, where is it? You know what I mean? You're not going to redirect my vehicle and that's some type of game digitally. This digital information transfer with every VIN number in the joint. You know what I mean? DMV. I was just at DMV. So you have an idea what I'm dealing with. I'm telling you, this experience is a real experience. I'm letting it be known that when they put, just so you have an idea what type of cases they got on me right now. This is the type of cases they got on me. Well, anyway, New Jersey and North Carolina, you know, I paid North Carolina a reinstatement fee, and I'm waiting to hear back on New Jersey. You know, right before the World Trade Center, I was pulled over, and you know, that was somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? But it's all digital now. You know what I'm saying? If I was involved in all that, I'll be involved. Since I'm not, Germex. You know what I'm saying? Don't push me into nothing, and you won't get pushed on. You know what I'm saying? Germex, it's a killer. You know what I mean? Do not play with me with no Germex transferring digitally on both hands. You know what I mean? This hand crushed from a motorcycle crash. You see this right hand disfigured? This right hand will punch you and knock you on the floor. You know what I mean? This left hand will punch you and knock you on the floor. This right hand is disfigured from a motorcycle crash, questionable motorcycle crash. Still going to DC. Now listen, going to DC, I got the gavel plaque with the GoDaddy account on it, with the Moderna, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, FedEx, UPS, and United States Postal Service. And each one of them is going on 3 o'clock. I should get out of here by 3. What you think? Because I'm getting pushed around too much, and you see what I'm saying. I keep saying click on the link in the description. Let me throw a comment in the section and let me know, even by the end of this broadcast, whether you agree with the conversation going in the direction it went, or you prefer me to keep going. You know, it's going on an hour right now at 3 o'clock. So you know what I mean? See if it's cool. Say if it's cool, because you're not saying nothing to the shooter. You're not saying, because you got the hammer. I got the hammer, but I got the hammer like in the bag over there, like, you know what I mean? Like you just saw it. I got the hammer like that. You got the hammer, you know, for the shooter for real. You know what I mean? And it's a killer. You're not gonna miss. You know what I mean? Yo, my joint is fire right now. I can go at the shooter and the informant. I'm not playing with them, neither one of them. But you know, you understand what I'm saying? 804. You know what I mean? Somewhere, right? So, shout outs to Gumanik Properties. Shout outs to Gumanik Properties. I did a lot of work over there, you know, making sure that COVID-19 didn't infect the structure that was being erected. Shout outs to Gumanik Properties. The property's looking like it's doing well. Look like it's breathing better. You know, Wawa's right there. The consistency of Wawa and that district is digitally transferring with Real Estate for Dummies. It's coming out well. The project is coming along. It's scheduled to be completed at fall 2020. Fall 2022. Fall 2021. Fall 2021. Fall 2000. It's scheduled to be completed in fall without playing games. Gumnik properties. Right. All right. Listen. So I'm going to DC. This broadcast is at 2:56. I'm gonna get ready to close because it's too crazy. Like they grabbed me all kinds of ways, and you can see what I'm saying. The bullet wound is still large. The bullet's still large in my chest and my shoulder, and the shooter and the informant is still trying to get a case. And the shooter doing whatever the shooter's doing is too fucking stupid for the shooter to be trying to hit me in the heart. And the police is watching the shooter right now follow me in a way that is clearly attempted murder. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to put it like that because they gave him probation and they right, I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Click on the link in the description. Donate. I'm going to be on Twitter. You know what I mean? You want to see this joint live? Go to Twitter. I'm going to post it on Twitter. Peace. And most importantly, subscribe to Dolla50 International and throw your likes. You know what I mean? I don't get no likes or nothing with this phony audience. It's a phony audience. Today's the second. Donate. You know what I mean? Donate, throw a like, throw some. You see my consistency. Why are you gonna let that go by and get killed by the shooter? Yo,